Hello guys and welcome back to our channel BakaShit. If you are new here, just so you know, we stand up on our name and bring you the reviews of some of the most outdated anime and manga trends. And as always, today we are going to review a Korean manga that goes by the name Sweet Home. Sweet Home is written by Kim Carnby and illustrated by Hang Young-chan. First published in Navier Webtoon, the webtoon ran for a total of 140 chapters plus one prologue from October 12, 2017 to July 2, 2020. It centers on a suicidal high school boy who, along with a group of fellow apartment residents, tries to survive a monsterization apocalypse where people turns into monsters that reflects their innermost desperate desires. Cha-yoon is a reclusive high school student who spends his days holed up in his room playing video games. But when he loses his entire family in a tragic car accident, he is forced to leave his home and carefree lifestyle behind and move into a new apartment all by himself. However, his pesky neighbors and lack of money soon became the least of his worries as the people around him suddenly begins turning into a horrifying monster, plunging the world into apocalyptic chaos. The situation takes a turn for the worse when Yoon realizes that he himself is slowly turning into a monster, while a mysterious voice in his head grows louder and louder. With his time running out, Yoon must work together with his fellow tenants to uncover the cause of the outbreak and find a way to survive in this hopeless new world, all the while fighting to retain his humanity. After his family died in a vehicle accident, suicidal high school boy Cha Yoon-so moved into room 1410 of an apartment complex called Green Home. Strange things soon begins happening to him and to the people around him. He starts hearing a voice talking to him despite being alone in his room. A week into his loner life, he learns of people having nosebleeds such as the security guards and his girl neighbor from room 1411, and people hearing voices such as an ominous person in the game chat room claiming the voice is goading him to murder his own parents. One night, he witnessed through the video door phone the girl from the room 1411 transform into a human-eating monster, and that's how his life changes. While Yoon tries to save kids from 13th floor, the remaining tenants forms a group and decides to raid each floor and secure survivors and ultimately reach the roof and escape. The story follows as how the tenants of Greenhouse overcome the apocalypse while still being in their human form. The artistic style of Sweet Home is characterized by maintaining a claustrophobic and grotesque atmosphere. There is additional emphasis on character appearance, the human character facial expressions, and monster physical forms, which takes on a familiar yet horrific twist. The webtoon also exhibits multiple changes in font style, which help set the atmosphere of various scenes through color changes, opacity changes, capitalizations, size changes, and font changes. Among thriller horror stories that deal with gruesome characters such as zombies and monsters, Sweet Home is notable for treating a relatively similar set of characters in a different light. This is evident by its introduction of the idea of human being turning into monster not through an external force such as virus or curse, but through the expression of their own desires. The webtoon is also said to go beyond simple horror storytelling and focuses on character development, especially on its protagonist Cha Yoon-so. In the webtoon, Yoon-so is portrayed as a reclusive boy who at the first lives only for himself and is ready to die. But as soon as the monsterization apocalypse begins, he makes a big change by wanting to step out of his room, connecting with other people, and staying alive. Currently, Sweet Home doesn't have any anime adaptation, but it does have a Netflix live-action movie that goes by the same name. Sweet Home is similar to other series in the genre, but it still stands out just because of its art style and not so happy ending. Now again, it had an epilogue chapter which turns the manga into a happy ending. Well friends, this is all for today. We will be back with another video next week, so stay tuned.